Welcome to this week's MoneyFit Live webinar. My name is Todd, Christensen, Education Manager at MoneyFit by DRS. Today's topic is the 52-week MoneyFit Savings Challenge. We're going to talk about your savings commitment for 2021, or if you're watching this later, for your next 52 weeks. You don't have to start this at the beginning of the month, beginning of the year. You can start this money challenge anywhere. And we have a lot more information on this challenge at moneyfit.org. You can go to our resources page or links under the Academy, our MoneyFit Academy, and find some great downloads and other information there. So here's the concept. You've got to save money, right? We're not doing very well as a nation, as a country. We're spending typically 60 to 80% of American workers are spending every penny they earn every paycheck, living paycheck to paycheck, meaning 60 to 80% of us don't have a payday. You get your paycheck, but that paycheck you turn around and give it to everybody else. It's all your creditors and all. It's a payday for all your other companies that you're paying. It's not your payday. So the idea of a 52-week money savings challenge is to give yourself a payday every week or every month, so that by the end of the challenge, you are in such a habit of saving that you are not going to regress and go back to spending every penny. You're going to be living not paycheck to paycheck, but beyond anything that you consider doing now. You're going to be living well beneath or below your income and your means, so that you can feel more stable. Okay, first thing, let's talk about priorities. First thing you do when talking about money, savings is important. It is. Personally, I think we could all benefit from the mentality of generosity first, giving something, even if it's $1 or $2 a month regularly, to causes or churches or nonprofits or people that you know need help. Find a way to give back. The pay it forward is really important during this time and always. Then make yourself the number one bill that you pay every month. If you consider yourself a bill, your savings, contributing to a savings, making those contributions a bill that you pay to yourself, that's how you turn savings from, and I'll do it at the end of the month, which never happens, to it's happening every month. You now have a payday. You've paid yourself. It's your payday. And then you can take your paycheck and figure out what to do with the rest of it. But and people don't believe us, if you pay yourself first, you will, by nature, human nature, adjust the rest of your spending for the rest of the month to what you have left. Doesn't matter how many bills you have now. You will adjust. You will figure it out. You'll figure out what's more and what's less important, and get rid of the stuff that is less important, so that you can afford to pay your bills. It's a commitment. You pay yourself now, and you'll pay everybody else later, and things will work out. If you pay everybody else later and never pay yourself, you will continually live paycheck to paycheck, and every single little bump in the financial road will send you into a financial crisis. All right, so this is the opportunity to break out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle. Committing to pay yourself is, from day one, you are no longer living paycheck to paycheck. As soon as you put $1 into your savings account, you're not living paycheck to paycheck. You have left that club of 60 to 80% of American workers who are frustrated and feel like they can't ever get ahead in life. Even if it's $1, hey, you've just paid yourself, and you're heading in the right direction. The traditional 52-week savings challenges have used this formula of doubling your savings every month, which sounds great. The problem, though, is you can't do that. It's unrealistic. Great. Month 1, 1%. Month 2, 2%. 3 is 4%. Month 4, is 8%. That's still pretty good. Month 5 now, you're only 5 months in and you're at 16%. And then how are you supposed to save 32% after that? Doubling your savings every single month becomes an impossibility for most households. It's unrealistic. It has worked for some people, obviously, but we wanted to put together something that works more realistically for more households. So here's the Money Fit Challenge. You just start by putting 1% of your paycheck aside. Each time you get a paycheck, put 1% into your savings account. Ideally, you're going to have that savings account somewhere at a different institution, a different bank or credit union than where you have your checking account. Otherwise, you're going to be tempted, like most people are, after a few weeks or after a few months. If you see that money building in your savings account, you're going to be tempted to bring it back into your checking account and cover some unexpected expense that you didn't need to spend money on. Put it into a savings account at a different bank or credit union, and do not tie the two together, and don't get a new ATM card or debit card for that new savings account. Just send the money automatically over there, or with bill pay, or have it directly deposited. It doesn't matter, but get it out of your checking account. There, that's it. 1% the first month. The average household, it's not going to be that much. You can get it out on the day of your paycheck, put it in there, and you will hardly even miss it. Okay, you're going to do that every month. You're just going to add 1% every month until at the end of 10 months, you are depositing 10% of every paycheck into your savings account. 10%. That is a fantastic goal. Now, pretty soon you will have so much money in your savings account, you're like, why am I having all this money in savings when it's only earning 0.05% interest? And you'll start realizing, I'm going to start putting that into a longer term investment where I can start earning more money and investments give greater returns so that my long-term self is taken care of. But this way you can build savings for emergencies, for your next vacation, for birthday and Christmas gifts, and for all these other things that you're going to need money for in the future that you can't afford with a single paycheck. Now you're not going to have to go into debt. So that's really the simplicity. That's it. It's the simplicity of this savings challenge that makes it so easy. You're just 1% extra a month. And that gives you a month, 30 days every month after you've improved or increased your contribution to your savings. It gives you that 30 days to figure out, okay, where's my money going that I really don't need it to go to anymore? I'd rather it be going to the savings. I've already put it in the savings. I don't want to go get it back. It's really inconvenient to have to drive over to this place and take the money back. I'd rather just cut out this, the 1 week of dining out or whatever it might be. What's your priority? All right, so let's talk about steps here. Week one, you're just committing. You're committing, you're writing it down, you're saying, I or we are going to go through this Money Fit 52-week savings challenge. That's all you have to do on week one. Make the commitment. Write it down. Week one, after you write it down, you share it. You can share it verbally with a family member or friend, or you can share it on Facebook or some other social media saying, hey, we are starting this 1 week Money Fit challenge. Please help us and support us and ask us about it and how excited we are. And it's going to be tough, but we need support. Invite your friends to join you in this challenge. Hey, this is what we're doing. Anybody else want to join me? It's going to take us 10 months to get to the point where we want to be on a regular basis. So, week one, commit, share, invite. Week two, your job on week two is to set up your savings accounts. You're going to have an emergency savings account, account. You're probably going to want an account for your next vacation. You're probably, if you have a vehicle, you're going to want an account for saving to replace and repair, and then eventually replace that vehicle. You're going to want a gift-giving account if you give gifts on birthdays or holidays. If you eventually want to start up a business, you're going to want a business account. There's all these different things that you're going to be saving for eventually, or should have their separate account, so that you don't have it all in one account. And when an emergency happens, you've just taken all the money from your vacations and for your cars. Or worse, when vacation comes around, you take money from your emergency account because that's the only place you had it, and you don't know how much you had there for vacations. You want to have all separate accounts. Other things you can save for would be appliances and furniture, because they break down and they need to be replaced. Many people replace their bed once every 10 years. Washers and dryers and refrigerators usually have to be replaced about every 15 years or so. Dishwashers about every 9 or 10 years. Microwaves even replace them about every 5 to 10 years. So have a different account for each reason, and then you can start dividing up your automating your deposits into those accounts. That's your job for week 3. How much are you going to put into each account each month? Okay? It might just be a few bucks here and a few bucks there, but it will grow over time. Automate it. Every bank and credit union that's worth keeping your money in will have an automated system for you to transfer money out of your checking account the day after payday and into the various savings accounts, or if you have it at a different financial institution, using that online bill pay and sending it there. Okay, now every month from that point on, every month as you increase 1%, every month 1%, you are sharing, and well, it's more like reporting to your friends on your social media, or if you shared it with a family member or a close friend in person, you're reporting to them, hey, here's what we do, here's what we're doing, here's how it's going. You're going to have a bad month here and there. If you have a bad month every month, stick with it. You might have to reevaluate earlier than normal. But consider what you need to do to report, if it's going to be an in-person report or it's going to be a social media report. But that accountability is really key to your success. Everybody's heard, or many people have heard, that there was some study done in Harvard or Yale back in the 1950s that showed that if you wrote down your goals, you were this much more likely, 50% more likely to actually achieve them. That actually never happened. A professor from the Dominican University in San Francisco, Gail Matthews, looked for that and never found that study. It ended up being a myth. So she and her team decided to do their own study. And what they found was not only that, yes, it actually did improve chances of achieving your goals if you write it down. But if you share it, it increases the goals even more. And if you report on it, it goes from that 40% or 50% of sharing it all the way up to about 70% more likely that you will succeed. So do set up some sort of reporting method with your friends. Once you get, after 43 weeks, once you get to week 43, you are now at 10% of your paycheck is going to your savings. You've reached what, for most people, is their goal, 10%. Some people might wait until they get to 15% or more, but you're now at 10%. And so what you can do at that point is go into your HR department and say, ask them, please, would you set up, or what do I have to do to set up a direct deposit so that 10% of my paycheck is always going into my savings accounts here and there. That way, you don't even have to worry about automating things or moving things from your main checking account. It just happens automatically even before you see it. And if you can get it out of your checking account before you even see it, even more likely you're going to stick with it. Then at week 52, it's time to reevaluate. How did you do? Did you make it? Did you get to 10%? Did you only get to 4%? Hey, guess what? That's 4% more than you were saving 12 months ago. That's 4% more than 80% of the U.S. population is saving. Good job. That's actually awesome. Reevaluate what can you do now to get to your goal of 10% or 15% or whatever it might be. And then just reevaluate on an annual basis, maybe every New Year's, just because everybody's thinking about it, or on your birthday or anniversary or whatever you want to do. Do it once a year, reevaluate and reconfigure your savings so that it fits best with your goals. There you go. That's the 52-week Money Fit Savings Challenge. If you like this idea or if you like this video, learn something new, please click the like button on YouTube and then subscribe to our channel. It will help us get the word out. It'll tell YouTube that this is valuable content that they should be sharing and promoting with other people asking about savings. So if you would like a certificate of completion for this webinar, you can go to moneyfit.org/live and put in your name, how you want it on the certificate, the email address you want it sent to. You will choose the MoneyFit 52-Week Savings Challenge for December 2020 from the list of webinars, and it'll ask you for the passcode. And the passcode is this: no spaces, no capital letters. It is all 52 weeks 2021. So 52 WEEKS 2021. No spaces, no dashes, dots, anything. If you have any questions or if there's anything I can answer for you or address for you or provide any resources for you, there's my phone number, there's my email address. Do reach out to me. That's why we're here as a nonprofit, to help you in any way we can. Otherwise, I wish you a great day and hope that you find great success in your savings.